It's our poop spreader. Spreads the poop. Other stuff. I love it here. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our channel. You get Morning Mary Pat because I'm up visiting my family in Wisconsin, and this is a unique video because it really isn't about our farm, Sass Farms. It's about Buttergilt Farm, the farm I grew up on. So that right there is the dairy farm that I grew up on, and I love coming out here when I'm visiting and watching the sunrise through the valleys. Where we live in Illinois, it's pretty flat, and this area of Wisconsin is the driftless region, and it's just the absolute most beautiful place on earth, in my opinion. I might be like a little bit biased, but it's just honestly so peaceful out here. I love it. I'm pretty disappointed in myself, you guys. I brought my drone with to try and get some cool shots from above, and I did not bring the drone charger. I have a very low battery on the charger, but I am gonna try and get some footage for you while I'm here. I'm gonna do my best and give you guys a walk around tour of our farm this morning. Hi, Mom. Hey, Mom. We have a stark contrast between this little one and this little one. All white. Is she a friend? You guys friends? Oh, come home with me. When the calves are babies, they have their own individual huts. And the reason for this is mostly for their safety, because baby calves are like, their immunity is very low, just like a baby human. So we keep them separate so that they don't spread their germs to each other, because if one gets sick, it can spread quickly. And she has crusties on her face because when we pour milk into their buckets, they get really excited and sometimes bop their heads on the bucket and get milk on their faces. And everybody is pretty calm right now because they just ate this morning. So nobody is up here bellering hungry. Calves stay in these huts until they're 8 weeks approximately, and then they get weaned, and then they're put into group pens. You say hi. This is your moment of fame. Say hello. Okay, that's fine too. Now I'm standing in our calf mixing room. So the calves eat, I will show you. Our calves get fed milk replacer, and it's a powdered milk replacer that we buy. We weigh it out, like a certain amount for each calf, and they're fed in buckets or bottles when they're really little. And the mix we use is specialized for calf growth. This is what we feed our babies. It's Cows Match milk replacer, and yeah, it's good stuff. So these are the group pens that they're moved into after they're weaned. We use sand bedding because it's the most comfortable for them, and we use that for the cows too. We tag them so we know who's who, and we can track their production when they start milking, and we can track their genealogy too, because all of the cattle here are female. We sell all the bull calves, and we artificially inseminate our animals because we can do better with genetics, and bulls are just not safe. When I was a kid, I can't remember exactly how old I was, but we had heifers up at another farm. Sorry, the sunlight's bad. We had heifers up at another farm, and that's where we did have a bull at one time to breed our heifers. And I know not all bulls are bad, but like what I learned from that experience is you just can never trust a bull. My dad was attacked by the bull that we all thought was tame-ish, And sometimes it's like the bulls just flip a switch. One day they're fine and dandy, and the next they're just mean. So my dad ended up having to have shoulder surgery from that accident where the bull was ramming him up against the gate, and we sold the bull the next day. So we don't put up with that, and we don't have bulls on our home farm. They're just dangerous. This is still part of the heifer barn, but this cement pad that they're being fed on is brand new. It makes feeding a little bit easier for our young stock. That's what they call them. So pretty much anything that's probably 18 months and younger is in this barn. It might even be a little bit younger because I know they've been moving them around a little bit, but yeah, all the babies. This is like the main barn from the farm. Whenever, I think it's definitely over 100 years old. I don't know exactly how old it is, but I'll show you guys the milking parlor. They're not milking right now, and I feel awkward because I'm not gonna videotape our high school guys milking, but I'll show you the parlor. They like to jam out in here, and I don't know how to turn down the music, so we're just gonna go. It's a good song at least. So this is a herringbone style parlor. We can milk 8 cows on each side at the same time. This parlor was built in 1993. I was 2 years old, and there have been tons of updates. Obviously, like almost 30-year-old parlor, we've done a lot to it over the years, and it's worked well. That is our mixer truck. It's what we use to mix the TMR for the cows to eat. My dad's filling up for a load right now. It's an old 7-Up truck, you can see that. But we use the body of like an old box truck and then a coon mixer. I forgot to say this when I was walking through the milking parlor, but we milk our cows twice a day. In the history of the farm, we've gone between 2 and 3 milkings a day, but 2 seems to be what works best for us. And we do have a lot of help when it comes to milking. I say we. I'm not on the farm anymore. It's just a hard habit to break because I grew up here, right? But my dad, my brother, have a lot of help from high school guys that help us milk. Everyone is really busy eating right now. They've been milked for the morning milking, and they're eating their fresh feed from this morning. So what do cows eat? Let's talk about that. I feel like a teacher. So the cows are fed what we call TMR, and that stands for total mixed ration. What's in here is a mix of haylage, corn silage, protein, other stuff. I can't remember, you guys. There's a lot of stuff in there, but it's like a hot dish for cows. They love it. So my dad is mixing some feed right now. It's gonna get loud, so I'll probably just play some music and put some captions up. A fresh cutting of hay. Oh, you guys, I wish you could smell through the phone. The cows are separated into two groups. One is in early lactation, which means that she had her baby not that long ago and she's producing quite a bit of milk and she's like in her peak of lactation. And then the other group are these girls, and they are the later lactation. So if you're not familiar with dairy farms, then you don't know that cows get a 2-month vacation every year. They go on vacation for 2 months when they're pregnant, and then they have their babies, and then they go back to work. So they get their leave. But anyway, these girls are later lactation, so they're already bred, they're pregnant, and we're keeping an eye on where they're at in their lactation before they get to go on their vacation, which we call dry period. These girls are the ones that are either young heifers who haven't calved yet, or they're on their dry period, so they don't get milked. And these ones are the girls that have access to our pasture up there. Pasture, however you want to say it. You do you, right? I love it here. Poop spreader spreads the poop. This barn down here is for the cows who are really close to calving. So these girls are gonna have their babies really soon, and we put them on, I'll show you. They're on a straw bedded pack, and basically we want a really clean, dry place for their babies to be born, so they don't get born in, I don't know, if they're born in the pasture or like in mud or whatever, it's just nice to have them in this warm, dry pen.